for ye old Christmas traditions.
Woo!
We decided we would do a beverage after hot cocoa wars went so well, and we both loved everything we made and drank it all up. So we're gonna make a mulled cider. This can easily be made non-alcoholic. We will give good substitutes instead of alcohol, but we are both over the age of 21, and we've had a rough day, so we're gonna drink.
And since Hannah's had a much rougher day than I, every time I say a cuss word, she gets to whack me with a fly swatter.
Woo! And every time I say something mean to her, because I should stop being a mean asshole,
I get to take it from her and hit her with it.
yes, so I get to hold fly swatter, but she gets to immediately take it when I prove myself to be who I am as a person, apparently.
So let me retrieve thy fly swatter.
Ah, we forgot it. So the reason we're doing a fly swatter, that sounds super crazy. It sounds like a very strange thing to do. Have you ever heard of Krampus? Everyone's heard of like the joke of Krampus. In Germany and many other countries in Central Europe, Krampus was, or still is, a thing. Krampus is a goat star-esque demon, and he shows up around Christmas or on Christmas and beats misbehaving naughty children with willow branches.
Basically a switch.
A switch. So we thought we would do that, but we didn't want to go find tree branches and then bring them into her house. So the modern day smacky machine, this is a really nice fly swatter. Dang!
I just had to disinfect it because I've actually used it to kill
Fly swatter. Damn, look at her. Killing things. Mutta. So I get to hold it, and every time she cusses, I get to smack her with it, and every time I'm mean to her, she gets to take it from me. It will be a wrestling match each time. And then smack me with it. So let's make some cider!
Yes, Hannah's gonna tell me how to do this, because I've had her cider, but I've never made it myself. So she gets to tell me what to do and boss me around for a little bit.
But in a very nice way.
In a very nice, friendly way.
Always. I feel like that was you being kind of mean to me.
My rule is cuss words.
I know!
Because I curse like a sailor.
I'm gonna start with the must-haves. Apple cider. Oddly enough, for making a mulled cider, you need a cider. Technically, you can use any kind of cider you want. There's a really nice local farm called Eckert's.
Yeah.
And their blackberry cider's delicious, their peach cider's delicious, all their ciders are delicious. But COVID. So I just got regular apple cider from my regular grocery store.
So this is 2 quarts. Are we using all of it?
We're gonna go for half, so 1 quart of our primary liquid.
And we'll just eyeball it.
Yeah, like we're gonna pour until it looks right. There we go.
Yeah.
We will then add our other liquid. We are going with Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple.
I have about 1 inch of it left in the bottle.
And as we're cooking it and warming it, obviously some of the alcohol will evaporate, leaving us just the delicious apple flavor. So we've got 2 forms of apple. Other alcohols you can certainly add. Any type of darker alcohol, whiskeys, bourbons, spiced rums, fortified red wines, or just a sweeter red wine that you enjoy. I wouldn't recommend a super dry red. And if you are going non-alcoholic, instead, to add some additional flavor, you could add orange juice. Cranberry juice would be a great one right around the holidays. Any other kind of juice that you think would pair well with your apple juice, and then some typical fall flavorings. So we're going to start with nutmeg, 1.5 teaspoons. That looks good.
Yeah.
1/2 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. Because cloves is a very intense flavor, so you want it as a back note. Yeah, that's good. And then normally I use powdered cinnamon as well, but I sprung for the good stuff, and I got cinnamon sticks. These are ridiculous expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's $3.59 from our local grocery shop.
We're gonna add, I would honestly say 3 cinnamon sticks for our 1/2 quart. Okay. So just drop those in and we'll cook them in. There we go, swirl the spices. And now, if you want to know why I had a bad day, and if you want to know what's in this metal bucket, you have to go back and watch our previous video, making old tiny garland. But this is all of our garland scraps. Yeah. So citrus, apples, pears, lemons, limes,
all kinds of fun, funky stuff.
If it came out of the fruit section, it is going in our mulled cider. Maybe you haven't cussed once.
No. You've been doing a lot of talking. Did you want to say something mean right there?
No, I had nothing mean to say.
Okay, just making sure. So yeah, I got nice pretty slices, plus some weird butt ends of apples and stuff.
So then you need to get it up to not quite a simmer, but like you can see it's trying to bubble.
Yeah.
And I would heat it and occasionally stir every 3 to 5 minutes for about 20-30 minutes. After that, you can taste it and see if you need more spices. If you do add any more spices themselves, like the powdered spices, I would cook it for at minimum 3 minutes so they have time to bloom and incorporate into the liquid.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring the camera over and give you guys a really nice shot of our delicious cider as it's beginning to cook. Bringing it in, bringing it in. Whoosh, look at all that fruit. Oh yeah, spin it, girl. Oh, it already smells really good. So we're gonna let this cook for 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll pour some out and make some cute glasses, and you can all watch us drink it.
So, if you...
Is it live?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's been live.
Hey, what up?
If you've ever been married, or were going to get married, you may have stumbled upon these websites. Once you start like looking up wedding stuff, you'll start getting ads for these articles that are X number of questions to ask your partner before marriage. It's some of the funniest shit, because I'm like, wait, you mean to tell me you said you wanted to marry this person and said yes to an engagement, or you proposed and you didn't know this stuff yet? It's crazy.
Okay.
So
before we start asking them, my mom and dad had a traditional Catholic wedding back in the 90s. 1994, I was there. I didn't get to be the flower girl. I am still salty about it. It's okay, I've just been marinated in it for like 26 years. Anywho's, so they had, when you get married in a Catholic church with a Catholic priest, you have to go to marriage counseling with your priest.
Yeah.
And to this day, one of the only questions my mom and dad can remember, toothpaste. Do you put the cap on? Do you leave the cap off? Do you squish from the bottom? Do you squish from the middle? I'm not joking. Like, they ask you thousands of questions during this, which, like, good for them. Anyways, so I guess Katie thought that this would be really fucking funny. So
yeah.
Also, Krampus is still active. I will smack her every time she cusses.
Yeah, that is the whole point of this.
And she will smack me every time I'm mean to her. So I guess we're gonna have to do a smack count and see who jacks up more.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm allowed to cuss as much as I want. So
What are your financial goals, and how can we try to reach them?
What are my financial goals? So this is like a really weird question for me because I don't have a lot of the traditional big goals that a lot of people have. Like, I don't want to own a house because I don't want to live in one place really ever. Like, that's why I'm moving to Japan to teach. And then I want to move to, like, I have at least 10 other countries I already know I want to go teach in. And I want to teach all over the globe. And then when I'm not teaching, I want to have an RV that I renovate and kit out really cool. And my parents are retiring up to Minnesota, and they're going to own, like, a bunch of land. So I'm just going to park it there, and they can take it on cute little mini vacations. And when I'm back for 3, 6, 9, 12 months, I can go tour around anywhere I can get my RV. So I guess for me, my financial goals are to not be in debt. So I currently have student loans. I have like $27,000 left.
Yeah.
Hey Biden, January 20th, 2021. Forgive our debt, 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 forgive our debt. So I've got that, and that is the only debt I have. I don't want to be concerned about money. That's honestly, my end goal is to have enough savings. Katie, what are your financial goals, and how can we reach them?
I'm in the same spot.
Okay.
I want kids, so for me, yes, I own a home, but as you've seen my kitchen, it's still the same kitchen from 1966. And one of our goals is to renovate the house, so it's in a position that we want it to be in before we have kids, but we're not entirely sure if like that's gonna line up quite right. But I want to be in a position where I can help my children pay for college while also having a savings, an emergency fund, not have to worry about Christmas, and like birthdays, and I want to go on trips. I think for me, the biggest thing is like growing up in poverty. My biggest thing is financial security. I don't want that to be something my kids have to worry about.
Question number 2.
So you can ask this one.
Ooh.
I'll go first.
Okay. Number 2. How can I help you when you're stressed?
disorder. I am nothing but a ball of stress and anxiety. We're currently in the process of working on meds and all that jazz. Hannah does a pretty good job of knowing what I need and when. I don't think I need to answer this question.
Cool.
How can I help you?
I'm gonna get real for real on you for right now.
Yeah, I'll go for it. That's what this is about.
Sometimes it feels like I don't have enough emotional real estate when you're not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not doing well, I'm not allowed to not do well.
Mm-hmm.
I have a mild form of clinical depression, which like doesn't really cause me stress because depression doesn't generally indicate stress. I also have 4 disorders or conditions that cause me to lose or not get a lot of sleep, which makes me very emotionally unstable sometimes. Mm-hmm. I can tell you the exact progression of how tired I am based on my emotional state. Like I woke up this morning and almost burst into tears. I'm very tired. I haven't slept in like 5 days and I want to take a nap so bad. I literally can't nap. I've taken 2 successful naps that did not wake up with me feeling like I was gonna vomit. So like sometimes when I'm really tired, I get real snippy sometimes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it feels like I'm not allowed to like feel any of those things because then it causes you to become emotionally like stressed and then it makes me feel very emotionally guilty.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that's where it was coming from. So that helps.
I am so tired.
So we'll make sure you're out of here in a reasonable time.
Well, we would be done by now if I hadn't fucked up. Hi, everybody. Question number something.
3. And
3.
That's really funny. You know what? Just so you can get the joy of hitting me. That's a really dumb fucking question. It is. So the question is, do you want children? And what would we do if we struggled to get pregnant?
What date question would you consider that? How far into your relationship? How many dates would you want to have the child discussion?
Whenever it's comfortable. There's no number on it.
What is your comfort level? If they matched your comfort level, what's yours?
Now as an adult or like rewind 8 years?
No. Now as an adult.
Now as an adult, to me, that's a Tinder profile question. Like that should be on your Tinder profile. If you want to have children, if you want to buy a house, because that is to me a deal breaker. If somebody doesn't want to have children, that's a deal breaker.
I don't know that it's like first date, but I would say within the first month, if you're seeing them very frequently.
Yes.
Oh no, go ahead and ask it.
What is your communication style?
Katie made me take a quiz about this.
No, that's not what this is. This is different.
This isn't love languages?
Nope.
I don't know what that means because I don't understand what communication styles are, and this website doesn't say shit all. Brides. Birdies? Brides. Brides. What are you doing? Hold on, number 6 is just as stupid.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers?
That's another one. If we're talking about deal breakers now, oh boy.
Your relationship is in for some rough patches, friendos.
Yeah. What are your deal breakers for a relationship?
Oh! Cider!
Yeah, maybe cider time, but this was check on
okay.
fruit time.
Did you set a timer for the cider?
No. Just kind of eyeballing it.
Well, how long has it been?
Ooh, we're looking good. I think it's time.
It is cider time. I was right when I said cider time! I'm gonna go get me some cider and then not spill it all over this pillow. Come on, Slowpoke. Does that count as mean?
No.
Okay.
It's a joke.
It looks cute with the cinnamon stick though. Alright, we're gonna show off our cider cup!
We had some leftover cranberries from this guy.
Cute.
So, yay. It's gonna be
Hers
very
looks
warm.
adorable with the cinnamon stick, but I don't like cinnamon that much, so
yeah.
staying out of mine.
Yeah, and hers is cute with the grapefruit in it. I didn't put grapefruit. Or is that the blood orange?
I don't know.
I think it's blood orange.
He's 17 characters.
The blood orange is cute.
Okay, we're gonna skip through because some of these questions are really stupid.
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear?
Being alone.
We're going existential.
Yeah. I don't mind, like, being in a room by myself. I don't like being in the house by myself.
Since we went existential, my biggest fear is not being alone. My biggest fear is being a disappointment to the people I care about most.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if my parents ever genuinely felt disappointed in me, I would literally die. I would die on the spot. Like, I would dissolve into a puddle of tears and then locate the nearest drain.
Yeah.
I could not live through that. No pressure, Mom and Dad.
And then not existential, bees.
Oh, just like a genuine fear? I don't have a lot of like genuine fears of like actual things.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I had to pick a genuine fear of an actual thing, maybe being buried alive.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. I think about that.
Like, I'm not claustrophobic, and I actually like dark, small spaces when I decide to put myself in it.
Yeah.
It's the if I don't choose to be there.
Yeah, we don't want to be there.
That wouldn't end well.
No.
Okay. So, yay, we all know our biggest fears. So if you ever want to get us, release some bees in a small, dark room. You got us both at once.
Okay, I find this one really funny because we know each other's parents.
Oh, good.
How do we deal with our in-laws?
Oh, I can't say this on camera. Your parents are going to watch this.
Yeah. Next.
Skipping straight over that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I think this would be an interesting question.
This should be a good end question, I think. Let's drink
Yeah.
some cider. Clink.
Come on.
Goodbye! I almost knocked it again so I could shoot it. Oh, this is good. The extra citrus was a great idea.
Oh,
Because
that's
normally
lovely.
I only add regular navel oranges and a red delicious apple.
But the lemons are really nice. There's grapefruit in there. There's
it gives it a really complex flavor.
And you still get the apple, obviously.
Yeah, the predominant flavor is apple, but the lemon brightens it, and then there's the tartness of the grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
That's real good.
That's really
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with our scraps. That's delicious. All right, our final question.
Final question before
Last
we go.
chance to smack each other.
Yeah, she's been good. She's been really good.
I know I've been really nice. I think it's because I'm hurting.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm weakened. I'm in my weakened state.
So this, I think, is, of all of the questions on this list, I think this is the only one that is appropriate post-engagement.
I believe that.
What does marriage mean to you?
This is going to be a difficult question because I honestly can't see myself getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I don't want to be married, but I personally find myself a very difficult human being. And I can't imagine successfully navigating and maintaining a romantic relationship for long enough to get to marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I had to genuinely answer the hypothetical if I got married question, what marriage means to me. Someone that won't leave.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all it is.
I'll make a similar progression, I guess. So I got married for our generation as young millennials. Getting married at 22 is young.
Incredibly young.
But we had been together for 5 years already at that point. To me, at that time, getting married was more of a legal thing. Is that I want to live with this man and be with him for the rest of my life. If he dies, or if I die, I don't want either of us to have to argue with our in-laws or legal agencies or life insurance companies about who actually deserves assets, because unfortunately that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it was legal, because when we first got engaged, we told both of our parents we are happy doing a little courthouse thing and having a little party. For me, it was about making a legal promise that if something were to happen to me, or if something were to happen to us, my assets belong to him, his assets belong to me.
So we, I feel like, answered some very interesting questions. She never actually got to hit me. Would you like me to say something mean?
No, you've been through a lot today.
Okay. She's being very nice to me because I am injured, and I was being very nice to her because I am injured. So apparently, if you ever want good behavior out of me, just jack me up.
Yep.
So we're gonna end our cider video here with one more kanpai. Get the nearest beverage to you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Kanpai!
Damn, that's good. Oh wait, the video's not over!
Why? Oh!
Oh! In the meantime, do we just sit here and talk to each other?
Oh, so you can try and hit me?
I think it's a cranberry.
That's really funny. One of my cranberries has burst open a little and the juice is slowly you know?